And I'll close out all these little windows. So let's start just seated any way that's comfortable for you. Trying to get our spine nice and tall. And then you're going to bring, I need to change something on the computer because I can't see anything. Hold on. Color views. I apologize for this, but it's being a little strange. Okay. All right. Let me know if you
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm gonna have to definitely edit the whole front of this thing. So have the ring right in front of your chest. Bring your shoulders up to your ears, roll them towards the back, and then pull them down towards the pelvis and keep them there. Now, even though we have our hands in front of our chest, think of reaching the pinky finger towards the middle of your ring a little bit more than the rest of the hand, and feel how that helps to set those shoulder blades a little bit more as we add a little external rotation. Now keep that on the pads, and then open the elbows and pull into your chest. And then reach away, keeping those shoulder blades down, keeping a little pressure on the ring. Just bring it close to you. And then bring it away. And bring it close. And bring it away. Just two more. Keep those shoulder blades down the back as you're moving the arms. And one more. And then let's bring it over our head. So only come as far as you can keep the trapezius down. So don't let the shoulder blades ride up the back. No elevation, just where you can. And then elbows nice and wide. And bring it up. Same thing, a little bit of pressure on that ring as you come down. And only go up as far as you can keep the shoulder in place. And just the arm bone is moving. Let's do two more. And one more. And then bring it in front of your chest again. So we're going to do a series, and I'll show you at once, and then we'll do it together. You're going to inhale as you rotate. You're going to exhale as you reach those arms long. Now you're going to lift the arms up, trying to lengthen from the sits bones all the way up through the crown of the head. You're going to exhale to come back down, and you're going to inhale as you rotate. Okay, so we'll go to the right first. So sit nice and tall, and inhale as you rotate, exhale as you lengthen. Inhale as you lift, reach yourself up nice and tall. Exhale to come back, and inhale as you rotate. Exhale as you lengthen. Inhale as you make your spine as long as possible. Exhale, don't let those ribs open though. Keep those ribs in place. And exhale, inhale. And check with your head. Think every now and then, do you need to pull that head back a little? We tend to keep our head a little bit forward from all of our screen time. And so just every now and then, think, can you move the back of your head a little further back? So the ears should be right over the shoulders. And come in and rotate. Last set, reach. Well, I started on this side, you guys didn't, but we'll finish it off for me. And reach, we'll do one more so you guys are even. And rotate, last one. Nice and tall, shoulder blades down the back and center. Good. So just a little warm up for that upper part. Let's come lying down on our back. Have your knees bent. I'd like to start with the ring in between our legs, a little bit above your knee joint. And then I want you to bring your fingertips on the sides of your hips, roll them around to the front till you go over the crest of that bone of the ilium, and let your fingers sink a little into your belly. Now, as you squeeze that ring, see if you can feel the transversus activating. It's contracting. As you release that ring, see if you can leave a little bit of that activation. Doesn't need to be full. And then bring those legs together and feel that muscle contract. And release. We'll do two more like that. And contract. And release, leaving a little bit of tension. And squeeze. And release. Now don't squeeze, but see, can you think of the same thing? Think of those bones coming a little closer together. See if you can get that transversus nice and firm, and then release without moving the ring. So you're just doing it by thinking of pulling those bones a little closer together, just that intention, and how the transversus will respond. And release one more time. So just think of pulling the bones together and release. Good. Let's bring the pad of the ring onto our skull. So be careful that you're not on the vertebra up at the top. The top two cervicals do not even have a cushion between them. So you have to be very careful. And so bring your hands. So if you don't have a ring, just cup your hands together and hold your head. If you have a ring, try to see if you can get those elbows to be a 90 degree angle. Take an inhale and exhale as you slide those ribs towards the pelvis and roll down. Now be careful, it's a natural tendency when we lift our head to right away go into a tuck in the lower body. See if you can pay attention, keep that sacrum long. Slide and roll down. Let's do three more just like that. So inhale as you lift, exhale as you slide those ribs towards the pelvis and come back down. Last two, inhale to start and exhale and roll down. And then again, inhale, last one. And roll down. We'll do a really gentle rotation. So you're going to come up and rotate. Let's stay on that side and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Without coming down, come to the center and rotate to the other side and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to center and roll all the way down. Good. We're going to do a few toe taps, but we're going to do them today with a little lift in the head. So again, you can hold your head with your hands, or since we're using the ring today, you can lift with the ring. But remember, think first flat head and then a little tuck of the chin. And then legs up into tabletop. Let's do alternating today, and let's do it with a flexed foot, so you have to reach a little longer, gives you a little less length. Those toes give you a couple of extra inches, unless you have feet like me, which it's almost another foot. Ready? And just alternate. Now keep paying attention. You don't want to arch in the lower back. You're just trying to lift that chest And we have the weight of the legs at the other end of the abdominals. So we're making them work in the whole leg to keep both ends of the weight. And we're keeping that 90 degree at the knee joint. And we're moving from the hip. Ready? Just 2 more sets. And last set. And then slowly bring one leg down at a time and come back down. We're going to do 1 more of those sets and you're going to check for yourself. So if you attempt to do 2 legs, we're going to do both legs at the same time. And right away you start to lose your control. Go back to the alternating legs. And when we do this, they do not have to come all the way down. Just like when we do lower lift with a straight leg, you just want to feel, so really pay attention, right in your middle. You just want to feel where can you go, keep in control so that the abs are reaching down to the spine and everything's staying connected. So curl up, 1 leg at a time into tabletop. Flex those feet and see where you can go as you reach them down. Doesn't matter if they don't go all the way down. You're just working on increasing your strength. So if you do it wrong, you're just teaching your brain that that's what you want. So you just want to go to where you can keep control. Just 3 more. And 2 more. And last one. And come back up. Bring those feet down. And bring the head down. Remove the ring from your head. All right, I want to turn over. We don't normally go into this direction so early in the class, but today we are going to do that. So you're going to first feel your nice quadruped. So hands are right under the shoulders, and they say try to make the front of the leg be in line with the hip. So not bringing the leg too far forward. And then try to think of pressing into the floor and at the same time lifting the chest away from the floor. Think of spreading those arm bones wide so that you don't collapse in the middle between the shoulder blades, so nice and wide. And then think of the lower ribs reaching a little bit towards the spine to help support that lumbar. Head, crown of the head and tailbone far away from each other. Now curl those toes under. Get all connected before you do this. You're going to lift your knees just 1 inch or 2 off and you're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. 1 more time. Connect before you move. Always connect right before the movement. Come up and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Good. So now we're going to take our ring and put it on its end. And you're going to have it right in front of your right arm, right in front of your right shoulder. So that arm is nice and straight. And then you're going to reach the other leg away, nice and long, and you're going to lift it up. And you're going to bring it in. So that's a little bit of pressure on that ring. 1 more like this, and then we're going to add that flexion. Ready? Reach it long, nice extension, and curl up. Reach it long, and curl up. Reach it long, and curl under. Let's do 3 more. And lift into that nice cat. And 2. And 1. And then bring that down and change to the other side. So just move that ring over. Make sure your supporting arm that's still on the floor is right under that shoulder. So it's not in front and back so that you have good strength there. So again, try to get into that nice controlled setup, right? You want to already here know that you're in a good position for those muscles to work. So just 3 of them without that flexion. And reach and extend. Oops, I'm hitting. Reach and reach. And then you're going to reach and curl and reach and curl. So a little extension in the back and curl and reach. Last 2 and curl and 1 more and curl. And then put that foot down. And we'll come back over to the other side. So we're going to do a roll up, and we're going to do it from flat, holding the ring in between our hands. Now, for those that flexion is not good, instead you'll do a flat back from here, only coming down to where you can control it, and then you're going to come back up, okay? And for the rest of us, we are going to come from flat. If you need to have your knees bent because you can't do it from straight legs, go right ahead, doesn't matter. You're going to inhale to start, and you're going to exhale and come all the way tall. And then you're going to curl back. We're just going to do 6 of these. So try to feel where your spine is. We all have some functional scoliosis, so try to get yourself with each one a little closer to your midline. It's a challenge for all of us. Nice and tall when you get there. And tuck under and lengthen that spine down to the floor. Last 2, inhale and all the way up and down. Last one, inhale. Now we're going to set up for the next one. So while you're seated, put the ball of one of your feet into the cushion and your hands are at the other end. Sit up tall so there'll be a little stretch on that ring. Now push into that ring as you roll down. It helps you to go a little bit slower, so really lengthen through the vertebra all the way as you're going down. Let's do 3 more like that. So curl and push all the way up nice and tall. And then start your curl back, lengthening. Try to drop 1 vertebra to the floor at a time. Try not to do them in clusters of 2 and 3. Try to get a little bit of separation. Last one like this. Shoulders over hips and all the way down. The next time we're going to do a little bit of a hamstring stretch. So curl up. We'll only do 3 of these. And with your arms, you're going to pull that leg up. It doesn't matter where your hamstring length is. You're just coming up to where you feel a slight tug, not a big tug. Like we don't want to be overstretching something that later in the day you feel. And then roll down. Just 2 more like that. And roll up the head and then curl up, push into that ring. And then reach that leg up. And 2. And 3. And back down. Last one. Then we're going to add 1 more thing on from here. After this one, roll up. And pull up 1. And 2. And 3. And roll down. I think I'm going to have to move myself for the next one. I'm not sure I have enough room, so scoot myself a little this way. So now everybody else was down. You're going to come up to a seated position, nice and tall. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a rolling with the ring in one leg. So you're going to do this, and then you're going to come together. So that little kick together will help get you up a little higher onto the closer to the shoulders, the back, the lower end of the shoulder blades. Don't go onto your neck, so really control that last bit. So ready, you're sitting tall, you're going to tuck under, you're going to go and kick and come down and roll over and kick and come down. Just 3 more and reach. So really think of lifting the hips when you bring that other leg up. Last 2. And last 1. And then just move that ring to the other foot. And we're going to do those roll down. Ready? You're going to curl the head and come up. Push into that ring, nice and tall till the shoulders are over the hips. Sit up. And then push into the ring, come down nice and slow, separating the vertebra on the way down. Again, push and curl, shoulder blades down the back, all the way up. And then reverse. So think of dropping one vertebra to the mat at a time, reaching the other ones long towards the head. Last one like this, curl up, sit tall, and curl down. You're going to come up one more time to do the next version. Curl up and bring that leg in for 3 and 2 and 1 and roll down. And curl up again. I can't remember if we did 3 of these or 4, but we'll do 4 and 2. Please make sure that you're all on mute for yourself. Unmute only if you can't hear or can't see, but otherwise people hear what's going on in your home. Curl up and stretch that hamstring, nice gentle stretch. 2 and 3 and roll down. The next one will be the last one. And curl up. And 1 and 2 and 3. And now you're going to roll over and kick that leg and come up. Roll over and kick. Lift those hips as you reach the other leg up. Right here. Reach those hips up. Last one. Reach up and come down. Good. Now we're pretty nicely warmed up, but let's do a little IT band stretch just so that before we go into circling. Ready? So have the ring on the ball of one foot, have your opposite hand holding the other side. Make sure the hips are level and come across. Play for yourself. Some people rather be at different heights. Just make sure that lifting the leg doesn't lift that hip towards the waistband. You want both sides of the pelvis even as you're doing this stretch to get the side of the leg. It's not muscle, it's fascia. So we have to keep a little bit of movement there because there isn't really normal blood flow in the fascia. Just released a little. And then come back to center. Change hands, a little tiny external rotation. Bring that sits bone to your midline and then open up. So really be careful here. Don't go so far that you open your hip. hip stays level. And then once you feel that your pelvis is level, if you want to try to bring it a little towards your head, that's when you do it. So we don't want that hip hiking up to the waistband. We want it to stay as much as possible where it is and come back to center. Let's do the other side, and then we'll do our leg circles without the ring. So opposite hand and across. Really thinking of, can you get that bone back into the hip socket? Don't reach it out of the socket, right? We're trying to lengthen it, but not let it rub the acetabulum. This is my hip that's usually in the wrong place. And bring it back to center. Little tiny external rotation. Drop that sits bone towards the other foot and come out to the side. Keeping those glutes wrapping down, not up towards the waistband. Don't let the shoulders come off. We're just moving that leg at the hip socket. And then once you feel nice and settled and both sides of the pelvis are weighted, if you want to pull it closer to your head, that is the point that you do that. But you want to make sure both sides are weighted. You don't want to have the opposite hip coming up off the floor. Nice breath, reach into that ring. Come back to the center, release that foot. Let's do our leg circles. We'll do 6 in each direction. You can start whichever leg you prefer. If having the leg straight makes you come into an arch in the lower back, just bend that knee and make a D instead of a circle. Otherwise, we're going to come across, down to the foot, open and up. Inhale and exhale. Pay attention to your torso. It should be nice and still. We're just moving that leg in the socket 2 more this direction. Try to think of it as scraping the circumference. Slight external rotation. Reach up through that leg. We're going to open out to the side first and up. Reach all the way. Trying to make a little bit of space. 3 more. And 2. Last one. Now reach that foot as far away from the hip as you can as you're going all the way down. And other leg up. Make sure you have that nice square pelvis. Across, down, open and up. Try to smooth out that circle. Inhale, exhale as you swoop it back up. Really swoop. Last 2 and 1. Come back to the center. Slight external rotation. Make sure that sits bone is reaching for the other leg so that it helps to keep the pelvis square. Open and around. Open and around the whole time. Keep reaching through that foot so that the muscles in the leg are nice and active. And I think this is 6 right here. Reach long all the way down to the floor. Good, good, good. All right. Let's do our hundreds. And today, since we have the ring, let's put the ring between our ankles. If that is too far away for this extra weight and you feel a tug on your back, put it between your knees. It just brings that extra weight closer to the body, which makes it a little bit easier for your body to manage it. Bring your arms up over your chest, but palms are away. Reach those arms up to the ceiling, rounding those shoulder blades, contracting the pecs, and now lay those shoulder blades back down. Feel those muscles in the back doing that work. Reach up one more time and pull those shoulder blades back. Take your inhale and exhale to come up, and here we go. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach those legs away. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 3. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 1. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come in. Good. Let that ring go for a moment and just give yourself a little rotation on that sacrum. And then roll the other way. And then bring those feet down. We're going to do some bridging, but today I want us to put our legs through the ring. So if people do not have a ring, but you have something to put between your legs, then instead put it in a little above the knee, in between the thigh. So you'll be squeezing in as we'll be squeezing out. But it doesn't matter, we're just working a different line of the leg muscles, right? So set yourself up, shoulders are nice and open, shoulder girdle in the front and the back should be nice and wide. And then you want to just press out into that ring and see what that feels like, and then release. Now check in with your feet, spread those toes, press into the feet, and then try to imagine yourself pull those heels closer to your buttocks. Should help activate the hamstrings. Press out into that ring, and you're either going to curl up or you're going to just hinge up, whichever is better for your body. And then you're going to either pulse out or you're going to squeeze in. 3, 4, 5, and hold. And now pulse from the glutes. Reach up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. And squeeze out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. Can you get those hips up a little higher? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come back down in whatever fashion is correct for you. We're going to do that one more time. You're going to come up into your bridge, reach those knees long away so it's a nice long line, and squeeze out and hold. Just hold. And now lift those hips up and hold. And again, if you can push out and hold that push out, feel the outer line of the leg working all the way up into the glutes. And now see if you can reach those hips a little higher and hold. And roll down. Good. We're going to go up one more time. So come on up. And you're going to bring one leg up and hold. And bring it down. Lift up and bring one leg off. So the other glute has to work, the whole leg has to work to keep you up. And bring that foot down and come down. Good. We're going to do a different version without the ring. So you're going to be in your setup for coming into a bridge. Spread those toes, pull those heels towards the glutes, and come on up. Now, I want to do the leg that's closer to you so you can see. You're going to bring your leg across like as if you're getting ready to do figure 4 stretch, right? But this time what you're going to do is you're going to rotate towards the floor, little ringing out of the middle, and then come back to center. And rotate, keeping that hip up the whole time, and rotate back to center. And rotate down to the floor, and center. 3 more. Rotate, and center, and rotate, and center. Last one, and center. Bring that foot down. If you need to come down to take a break, go ahead and then rejoin us. Otherwise, lift those hips up and rotate. and center. And rotate, just 6 of them, and center. And 3, just 3 more. 3, and 2, and 1. Good job. Bring those feet down, lift up once more, and roll all the way down. Good. I don't think I want to do the whole series of 5 today. I think what we'll do is we'll do scissors and lower lift, and then we'll do crisscross. So those are the 3 that we'll do today. So for the scissors, the ring, really the only thing it has, if you want to use it, is you're going to give yourself a marker where you're going to tap. I guess there is another way that you could use it by doing it differently and raising your head off while you're doing the scissors. So those are 2 options that you have. And so you can decide, bring those legs up, and the right one's going to tap and tap, 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 tap. 4 more sets. And tap. And 3. And tap. And 2. And tap. And 1. And tap. Come down. So your options for the next one, we're doing lower lift. If your neck tends to get tired, you can do lower lift by holding your head this way, or else we're going to have it between our ankles and we'll hold the head with the hands. Ready? So legs are straight, curl up, and only go as far as you can keep that lower back on the floor. So down, 2, 3, 4, and up. Down, 2, 3, 4, and up. Down, 2, 3, 4, and up. Last 3, and up, and 2, and up, and 1, and up. Good. Now for crisscross, everybody that has a ring is going to put it on their skull. If you do not, you're going to hold your head with your hands, and we're going to come in a curl, reach one leg away. Make sure you don't bring the elbows across. With the ring, it helps to make that harder to do, because we want to work the obliques, right? And reach across. It's across and up, 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 up. Reach that other leg long away, up, 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 up. Let's do 4 more sets. And 3, and 2, and 1. And bring those legs down and release. Just stretch your limbs away from each other. So reach the legs and the arms opposite directions. And reach with the one arm and one leg on the same side. Don't worry if your ribs come up. This is just to stretch the fascial line. Don't let the head fall back. Bring the head chin a little closer to the chest. And release. Other side. Reach long. So the reason why I say tuck the chin in this one is they've shown that the fascial line comes all the way to right above your eyebrows. So if you tuck that chin, you're stretching that part that goes up over the skull. And release. Good. So just a little extra. All right, let's come to our side. We're going to start today with our leg swings. So when we're on the mat, you want to make sure that this hip isn't falling into the waistband, right? Push that bone a little away. You'll feel a little lift under the waist, and have the ring be right in front of your chest. You can be all the way down on your arm. That's up to you. Usually for most people, the bottom leg, if you put it in this position that I like to call kickstand, gives you a little more stability. Otherwise, for balance challenge, just bring those legs out long. The shoulder girdle and the pelvic girdle should be level with each other as if you were up against a wall. We're going to come to the front with a flex and reach to the back. And flex and pulse and reach long. Make sure you're not tucking as you come forward. Make sure you're not arching as you go back. Use that ring when you come forward. If you push down, it'll give you a little bit more power to get that leg a little farther forward. And one more. Good. Now keep those legs together and lift them up and down and up and down. Just 3 more. And down and 2 and 1. Now just lift those legs a little bit off the floor. Now lift the top leg a little bit more so. And then circles about the size of a pie pan. So not big, but keep reaching that leg, trying to lengthen it and reverse your circle. Try not to move anything else. Look, that's a little chunky that time. And bring it back down. All right, so today we're going to do our clamshell where we're going to work the opposite muscle. Normally we're working the rotators as we come up. Today, because of the ring, you're going to feel it more on the adductors, right? So again, make sure the pelvis and the shoulder girdle are lined up. Make sure you're not letting go of that belly. You should be reaching it back towards the spine to support the spine. And then just pick the feet off the floor a little bit and squeeze down and open. Make sure you're in a straight line. Don't lean back. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. 3 more. And 2 and 1. And now squeeze it down and pulse down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. That's enough of those. Now we're going to have our lower leg inside the circle and the top leg on top. So right above the ankle bone gives you a nice little indent there to help secure that position. And you're going to squeeze down. Again, the adductors. Squeeze. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. 2 more. 9. And 10. Now just bring that leg inside. It's not going to go very far, but push up. Push up. Push up. Maybe we'll just do a few more of these. And 2 and 1. Bring that leg back to the top where it was. Be careful when you do this. You're going to roll that ring back until the other cushion is on its far end, just so you can slip that ankle bone under, and now it should be together. I know that that is a maneuver that not everybody has a good time with, so if you need to take time to put that cushion in place, go right ahead and bring both legs up and squeeze. Both legs, squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. And 6 and 7, 3 more, 10 of these, and 9 and 10. Good. Now I do want you to roll a little bit back. So right now we're on our hip bone. We're going to roll a little bit back into the fleshy part of our buttocks, not all the way. Bring those legs into that banana shape. toes towards the front edge of the mat and lift those legs up. And now you're going to bring them in and reach. Bring them in and reach. Bring them in and reach. And in. Let's do 4 more for 8. And 3. And 2. And 1. Good. And then let's come out of that and go to the other side. I'm going to check our timing. Oh yeah, I honestly need a longer class. I can't do it. So we're going to come over to this side, and you're going to have your hand in front of your chest. You're going to attempt to line up the shoulder girdle and the pelvic girdle together, and then you're going to flex that foot and reach it back, and flex with a pulse, and reach, opening the hip flexor. And reach, and flex, and point, and flex, and point, and flex, and point. 2 more, flex, and point, and flex, and point. Bring those legs together and lift them up. Lift them up, and up. And 4, 2 more, and 6. Now keep them up a little bit, lift the top leg higher, and do your circles. Just 6 of them with each direction. Trying to keep the torso still, and reverse. And trying to smooth out that circle. Most of us have a little quadrant that's a little bit less circly, a little bit choppy. I think this is 6. And come down. So we're going to, again, put that ring right above our ankle bone. Get that pants out of the way. Right there. Good. Ready? And squeeze down. We're using those adductors today a lot. Press down and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. And 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Good. I can't remember if we did another one here, but we're going to change our place. So you're going to roll that back until that foot can slip out and come in. Or did we start it with the other? I think we started with the other direction, didn't we? Yes, I'm sorry. I got that all wrong. We started with that foot inside instead of outside. Oh well. We'll just continue from here. So you're going to lift those legs up and up. And up, and up, 2, and 1. So I'm sorry, we lose one of the exercises by my mistake. Roll back onto your cheek, bring those legs up, and pull in, and reach, pull in, and reach, pull in, and reach, and in, and reach, and in. And in. 3 more, in, and 2, and 1. Good. So I'm very sorry, I totally screwed that one up on you guys. But we'll say that's enough because we're going to definitely run out of time. So come onto your bellies and have that ring right in front of you. And if you have a shoulder issue, hold the sides of that ring. If you don't, bring the hands to the top. You're going to have your head facing down. Do be careful. You want to lift those shoulders up. Pull those shoulders down the back. Get that pubic bone into the floor. Try to do that with the abdominals rather than the glutes. Press into your ring and come up. Connect the ribs to the pelvis. Don't let yourself, it's very easy to come up. just by dumping into that lower back like that. I want you to think first, pubic bone down, lift that waist up. Try to keep that connection between the rib cage and the pelvis as you come up and come down. Now let's try to bring our legs up as our chest comes up. And down, just 2 more like that. So think of the chest and the legs. And down, 1 more. So pubic bone down, waistband lifted, head is nice and long, and reach. And down, good. We're gonna do, this is one of my favorite things about the ring, is we can help ourselves with push-ups. So you're gonna put the pad on your chest. Make sure it's not down where the ribs come together, because that is cartilage, that is not a bone, and you don't want to do anything to that little xiphoid process. So you need to have it in the middle of the chest, and you're going to come down into your plank. So get yourself there, get that ring in place, then bring 1 leg back at a time, open up the shoulder girdle, and come down, elbows in, and push up, and come down, and push up. Gives you a nice support, and up, and down, and up. Keep that back long, down, and up. 2 more, down, and up. 1 more, and up. Good. Now we're going to do 1 more thing in plank. You're going to, before we had the ring right in front of our hand when we were doing our leg extensions early in the class, now you're going to move the ring out to the side just a couple of inches so that it's on an angle out from your shoulder. So it's not right in front of you, just a little bit catty corner. Do make sure that your shoulder is over your wrist, and make your feet wider than your usual plank, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. We're going to do that 1 more time. So set that shoulder girdle, bring 1 leg out at a time, and this time lift the opposite foot and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Give yourself a little stretch. We're going to do the other side. So you're going to come back into your quadruped so you have a good relationship there. The ring, instead of being right in front, is on a little slight angle. Connect. Don't move until you feel the whole abdominal corset is on, and then this is my harder side, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Again, connect first. Make sure that you're all set up. Spread 1 leg, then the other. Lift the opposite leg and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Give yourself another stretch. This time, reach the hands over to one side of the mat and reach that hand and hip away from each other. Get a nice lateral stretch. Come back to center first, and then rotate over to the other side, reaching that hand and hip away from each other, but we're trying our best to keep that shoulder blade down. It might lift a little, but we're trying to work those muscles to keep that shoulder blade down and attached to the rib cage. Nice stretch. And then let's come up. We'll just do one more simple rotation. So sit either with legs straight, or actually if you can sit in a nice upright position with your legs straight, that's preferred. If not, just cross them or bend them. You're going to have your elbows in line with your shoulders and your palms are facing your ears. We're just going to do rotations. Ready? So rotate, pulse, and center. Think up through the crown of the head and center. Pulse and center. Pulse and center. Pulse. Keep reaching up. Try to make yourself taller. 2 more times. Up and up. Last time. Up and up. Good. Thank you, and enjoy your holiday. Enjoy, if you're barbecuing, enjoy your barbecue. And some people don't know that I also do a class on Tuesday, and I've been doing one on Thursday. There's no charge. It's a separate ID for each class. I'm just doing it because I like to. And the Thursday class, I need to shift my time. I've been doing it at 9. So if you want to attend that one and have a time preference, let me know. Or I could do like a Wednesday afternoon, probably. Yeah, more like noonish. So let me know, just send me an email. It's my name, which you see on the BK site, @gmail.com. So really easy. I'm just trying to reorganize that time slot. So anyway, enjoy your day and thank you all for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you very, very much. It was very challenging and deep and good.
Good, good.
Have a good day, everybody.
Yes.